muscles to grow
Yeah.
to a point that we call that person bulky need testosterone.
Really?
I love rice, for example. Rice
Yeah.
is a great example because it's one ingredient. It comes from the earth. Potatoes, they come from the earth. But if you get sore because you did an exercise that you have never done before, that is not a bad thing.
Who's that? Oh, it's you guys! Hey everyone, welcome and join us on this journey of Singapura, not tempura, where we are your best companion, all things Singapura and beyond.
Deep dive with us into the heart of the Lion City, exploring the vibrant culture with a dash of Singaporean spice.
How about good or not?
Share and subscribe.
See you on the airwaves!
Welcome to Singapura Not Tempura. Real conversations on what matter to Singapore. I'm Dr. Tony Setiobudi. Today we are joined by our special guest, Mr. Jorge Jimenez. He is one of the most sought after personal trainers in Singapore. Jorge, thank you for coming, brother.
Thank you so
How
much
are
for
you
having
today?
me. It's great to be here.
Okay. You are a very popular personal coach
Thank you. Thank you.
and your class is always full. Can I just ask how many hours in a day do you work?
Most of the day, especially these days where more people are more interested in getting stronger and getting healthier
Okay.
by exercising with a good coach, with good guidance.
Yep.
So my practice has been filling up consistently. I wake up every day at 6 or sometimes 5 a.m., start all the way through the day, have a little break in the afternoon, and then go back to keep doing it until
What time do you start again?
5 a.m.?
5 a.m.
Or sometimes 6 a.m., yes.
And start class at 5 a.m.
PT sessions, personal training sessions in the
All
morning.
right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Until?
Until early afternoon, 1, 2 p.m. Take a little break for lunch because I'm very meticulous about what I have for lunch, and have a little rest and then come back to keep doing it for the rest of the evening.
All right. Have you ever felt tired or bored or want to change to doing something else?
Well, that feeling has come a couple of times, but it's like sometimes I don't know if you have ever had that thing that they call imposter syndrome.
What's that?
Imposter syndrome is when sometimes doubt comes into yourself and you think and you wonder if you're doing the right thing. I don't know if you have ever happened to have that, but it has come to my head maybe once or twice in my whole career.
Okay.
But it has never been big enough for me to try to change because I know I'm making an impact in my clients' lives.
I tell you, your clients will cry, man. You change that.
Well, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, so.
Right. In fitness culture, the phrase no pain, no gain is often glorified. Some people exercise until they feel sore. Is it useful or harmful? What do you think?
It's 100% harmful.
All right.
That is one of the biggest myths, and I appreciate you bringing this up because we need to debunk the myth that the harder the workout, the more sore and the more tired you leave the gym, the better. That is just not true. When it comes to fitness and exercise, the right amount of the right dosage is what's more ideal. It's not about what the body can tolerate. It's not about how much the body can take, but it's about the right amount. It all depends where you are in your fitness journey. If you're a beginner, well, you take it easy. And if you're an experienced lifter, well, you take it a little bit harder. But it depends where you are in your fitness journey.
Sometimes I play badminton and the next day I feel sore. Is it okay or too much?
Well, I hope you're having fun.
Yeah, I did.
If you're having fun playing badminton, but it's very, very different because you're doing it for fun. And it's a good way to stay active. If you go to the gym and you're looking to get sore, that's what we need to stop people from believing that it's good for them because it's counterproductive.
Okay, so if people want to build up muscles, right, go gym lift weights, they should stop before they are feeling sore. Is that correct? Or
That's a way of putting it. That's a way of putting it. We call this reaching failure. When you reach technical failure while exercising is literally when you can't move the weight anymore. Yeah, you don't need to get to that point. For the vast majority of people, for the average Joe like yourself, myself, we don't need to train to that level. That's a completely different league. So to actually build muscle, training to we call that reps in reserve. So you get close to failure and then you stop. The idea is that you do it again. What happens when you overdo it? When you overdo it, you are going to get sore. Your body's going to take a lot longer to recover from that training, and then you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to sustain that. And the idea behind building muscle is that you are able to sustain it, that you do it again and again and again. So you have your training, this session, you should be able to recover from that session to be able to do it again.
yeah.
All right. So that's why you need the right amount. Not too little, but not too much.
Sometimes you don't feel sore straight away, but you feel sore the next day. Is that okay?
It's okay. It's okay. It's not if you feel
Is your
sore.
is your gauge feeling sore during the exercise, or
That's the thing. Like if you think that getting sore is what's gonna give you the results, that's probably the wrong approach.
Yeah.
But if you get sore because you did an exercise that you have never done before, that is not a bad thing. That's not terrible. It's not the idea is that you don't seek to get sore.
if you do it too much and you get sore, that is not okay.
That is too much. It's more harmful than beneficial.
So, fitness is about consistency, smart training, and don't forget, listen to your body. Ditch the pain and train smarter. Many people believe running destroys yoni. Is it fact or myth?
It is a myth because what destroys your knees is not running, is poor technique
Perform.
or poor form or being completely deconditioned to run. Like most people just think that, oh, I'm just gonna go for a run. So I'm gonna put some shoes and just start running. Not knowing how to do it, the proper shoe wear, the proper stretching, the proper warm up is what's going to destroy your knees.
But most of people, if they want to run, they just run. They don't go to somebody, expert personal trainers. Teach me how to run. They just run.
No, that's the part that I don't know.
Correct?
I don't know how to run.
I think most of people is just run. I just run and I never.
There is a proper technique for running that I am not aware of because I never run.
Okay, I run and I don't get knee pain. I think maybe my technique is correct. Happen to be correct.
Must be correct.
Happen to be correct.
100%.
But some people, I see some people running on the street. The way they run, it look weird.
That's proper. That's not proper form.
Yeah. If somebody overweight come to see you and they want to run because they want to get fit, what is your advice as a personal trainer?
My advice is not to run.
Not to run.
Yeah,
Why?
because they're overweight,
Okay.
and there's you must consider the impact the running has on the joints, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the stress that's gonna put in the body. What I recommend for somebody who's overweight or deconditioned for that matter is to walk. Why? Because you can walk way longer than you can run. You can sustain a 30-minute walk. If you're completely deconditioned, you can sustain a 30-minute walk, no problem.
Yeah.
Tell the same person to run for 30 minutes. See if they can achieve that. It's probably impossible.
So somebody overweight, if they want to run, they should lose weight first.
Yes.
Lose weight to acceptable BMI, possibly.
Yeah, and learn the technique. Like if you want to run for the fun of it because you really enjoy running, then I am not gonna stop you from that. But if you're gonna run just to lose weight, it's not sustainable. It's not a sustainable approach.
Okay. What are the best ways to avoid knee injury for people who run regularly? Any tips?
That is a great question, and I'm gonna tell you why. Getting stronger is the fastest and safest way to avoid all kinds of injury. If your muscles are strong, your joints are going to be strong. Yeah, the
Okay.
stability of a joint is more than 80% the muscles around the joint.
Okay.
The joint, not joint.
So somebody who never exercise and the muscle is not well built, they should strengthen the muscle first before they
Yes, 100%. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So if you enjoy running, go ahead, man. As long as you have proper form. Actually, the research shows that running is okay for most healthy runners. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you want to lose weight, you must eat perfectly clean foods like chicken, broccoli, and brown rice all the time. No treats. Is that realistic?
It is absolutely unrealistic. It is absolutely unrealistic. It's a myth. It's another myth.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a balance. There's got to be a balance. What I like to recommend to my clients, to everybody, is the 80-20 rule.
Okay.
80% of the time, you eat whole foods, foods that have only one ingredient, high protein, healthy fats, and good carbs. Yeah.
That is whole food.
Those are whole foods. I love rice, for example. Rice is a great example because it's one ingredient. It comes from the earth. Potatoes, they come from the earth. It's just one ingredient. All the proteins, all of the proteins, beef, chicken, pork, etc., dairy, eggs, all of those is just one ingredient. Those are the foods that you want to maintain the most in your diet. But
As
can you
opposed
eat
to what?
as opposed
food that
to
is not one
processed,
ingredient.
highly processed
Okay,
foods?
okay.
Foods that come in boxes, foods that come
Yep,
in
yep.
wrapping paper, food that comes in packages. Those are the foods that you want to avoid the most. That is if you want to lose weight, if you want to change your body composition, your body's gonna thank you for it. If you want to change your body composition, your body is going to use the nutrients in whole foods. Highly processed foods, they are high in taste but low in nutrients.
Right.
If your goal is to change your body composition, your body needs the good stuff. If you don't have any goal, just go ahead, eat whatever you want.
Why do we need to change body composition? Any reason? In what
The
kind of
reason
situation?
is because you want to build muscle. If
okay.
you build muscle, your body is going to burn the fats. That is a fact. Yeah. Building muscle accelerates your metabolism.
Yep.
And then you can just by existing burn more calories, burn more fats, like lose the fats. That's what if you enter a gym and you say you want to look better or you want to lose weight, that incurs in a recomposition of the body,
Okay.
building muscle and reducing the fats. That's what we call body composition, recomposition.
By eating more protein, less fat.
By eating
Less
more protein
carb.
and more whole foods
More whole food.
and less processed foods.
Less processed food.
Highly processed foods are, I know, if you want to lose weight.
How many % protein do you advise? How do you gauge like more protein? Like what is the
Well,
the
if you want to get a
objective one?
higher amount of protein per day without getting too obsessed in measuring,
Yep.
you can simply start the day with more protein than you have anything else. Say you have a plate, gonna have breakfast. You have some eggs, you have some bread, you have some fruits. Yeah. So you eat the protein first and see what else you can have. If you have space in the stomach, that is a good way to measure that you've had enough protein. If you really want to get meticulous about it, you should be having 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight.
But that's not easy, right?
It is not easy,
To measure.
but it's doable.
Doable.
It's very, very doable.
I see a lot of patients with back pain. And if they are obese or overweight, I always tell them to lose weight. But many of them told me that, Doctor, eat so little, but I cannot lose weight. How do you explain this?
Okay, that's not true. So losing weight, it boils to an oversimplification of a weight loss journey will be you gotta eat less. It's called a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
If you put yourself in a calorie deficit, you are going to lose weight.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
What is a calorie deficit? The calories that your body burn exceeds the amount of calories that you are consuming. So you burn more calories than there was. If that energy balance happens, you're going to lose weight. But there's so many caveats and so many nuances to this concept because not everybody is the same. At the same time, when you eat too little, your metabolism slows down to a point that it's going to retain the fats.
Okay.
Fats are like an insurance policy. The body's going to hold on to those fats because you're not eating enough.
All right.
And I don't know if you have ever heard the term skinny fat.
Skinny fat.
Have you heard the term?
Skinny fat.
Skinny fat is somebody who's very skinny but doesn't have any muscle. So the person is slim to the eye, but is really weak because there's no muscles.
Yeah.
So that person has a higher body fat percentage. A person in their 70s could be losing muscle because of aging. Yeah, but a person in their 20s or in their 30s, they just have small muscles. They're not losing it. So sarcopenia is the loss of muscle. Osteopenia is the loss of bone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sarcopenia, loss of muscle. Yeah. Osteopenia.
Osteopenia is the loss of bone density, bone mass. If a person is going through sarcopenia, that's mostly because of aging or for other reasons. But like a normal adult, say a 30-year-old person with small muscles, that person is not going through sarcopenia. It has small muscles.
Can I lose weight by eating pizza? Not me, but somebody else overweight. I still need to lose weight.
Yes and no. That's a very nuanced question because it boils down to how many calories you should be consuming per day. Yeah?
Yeah.
We all have a budget. And if we have a goal, we have to be mindful of that budget. Say for example, 2,000 calories per day. If you are eating 200 calories per day, you create an average per week. Yeah? And if that average per week, Monday to Sunday, it's possible to squeeze in a few slices of pizza, then you're good.
This
You
for
can
a
have
treat.
it.
For a treat. Not every day eat
Yes,
pizza.
not every day. Not every day. Not for every meal. But can you lose weight and eat pizza every once in a while? 100% yes.
We must emphasize this. Not every day.
Not every day. Not every day.
Okay.
It's part of the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you eat the whole foods, the thing that is nurturing, is good for your body. And 20% just whatever you want.
Whatever
Ice
you
cream,
want, ice
pizza,
cream.
but
20%.
20%.
20%.
yeah.
Not the other way around.
Yeah, and if you want to lose weight and change your body composition faster, then you can do 85-15 or you can do 90-10. Right. And if you want to get there really fast, do 100% of the time.
So, weight loss is about overall calorie balance and consistency, not perfection. You agree?
Yes, 100% yes.
So you can enjoy some treats and that's okay.
This is awesome.
Brother, people who don't want to look bulky often avoid weight training, weightlifting. Is it correct reasoning?
It's not. And I'm glad that you brought this up because this is a big myth out there, especially for women.
Yep.
Women think that lifting weights is going to make them bulky. I still hear this in this day and age.
Okay.
And it's crazy to me that because it's been debunked time after time after time.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there a limit to how many kilograms you can lift to don't become bulky?
No, and I have a few female clients that are like really, really strong. They can move heavy weights and they are not bulky at all. Here's one thing that we need to understand. Muscles to grow,
Yeah.
to to a point that we call that person bulky need testosterone.
Really?
Testosterone is a hormone that is present in all human beings, but women have 20 times less testosterone than a man.
So women to become bulky, they need to take testosterone.
Exactly.
If no
Exactly.
testosterone,
That
they
is
can
absolutely perfect.
They lift 100 kg, doing all sorts of weight training. They will not become bulky
They will not become bulky.
unless naturally they have more testosterone.
Yeah, that is the case, but very, very rare. Very rare. The vast majority of women, they can lift heavy weights. They're going to get good muscle. They're going to get good shape. They're not going to get bulky. 100%. It's not going to happen.
One man, one woman lift the same weight, 100 kg each. Will the man become bulky? Women will not.
The
Because
man
of
will
testosterone.
the man will build more muscle than
More.
the woman. Yes.
What about bulky?
Well, like bulky, that's also very nuanced.
Do they need
because-
to take extra testosterone to become bulky, or
Yes.
they just lift
Yes.
weight and can
Yes.
become?
Yes. A man, if as a man, we can start training heavy weights, improve your sleep,
Yeah.
eat your body weight in grams of protein.
Yes.
You keep these three things, you are going to build muscle. You are going to start getting bulky. I mean, we can use the term bulky, but you're gonna start
Muscular.
building muscle, and people will notice that you get good arms, good shoulders.
I'm
But
shy, brother.
but if a woman, if a woman is doing the exact same thing, lifting heavy weights, improving their sleep, and taking care of their nutrition, she is going to build muscle as well, but she's not gonna get bulky.
Just
Not going to get bulky.
tone,
Yes.
but not bulky.
You're gonna build muscle, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna look like you lift, but you're not gonna get big. You're not gonna grow in size, not as much as a man does.
So, let's say somebody 80 kg or 100 kg. What is the maximum weight they can carry?
It depends. It depends where
Is there
are
any
they.
maths like rule of thumb? How many-
There isn't.
No.
There isn't because if you weigh 80 kg and you're completely deconditioned, you're gonna lift 5 kilos and feel it.
No, the strongest form.
The strongest person can lift up to who knows.
Really,
It's completely individual, absolutely 100% individual.
without damaging the body.
There are some metrics of strength that you can keep in mind. For example, a good strength metric for any human being is to deadlift 1.5 times your body weight from the floor. So, say for example, you weigh 60 kilograms, 1.5 times will be 90 kilograms from the floor with perfect form. That is a good metric of strength. Another one is to squat in a back squat with the bar in your back, to squat your body weight. That is a good metric of strength. But again, it's completely individual. It applies to every individual and everybody's different.
How often do you see people got slip disc or nerve compression by lifting weight?
I have never seen it.
Really?
Not in my
I see a
practice.
lot.
Not in my
Lift
practice.
weight, they got slip disc.
But then what happens there is they want to lift a crazy amount of weight with poor form.
Right.
That's why if you are going to start lifting weights, get a coach. Get a good coach that can teach you right form, proper form, so you can lift. Only today, I have my client, Joel, shout out Joel. Today, he lifted 100 kilograms. This is a guy who works in a corporate job. How do you, I have the video right here. I can pass it to you. 100 kilograms off the floor for 5 repetitions, or 8 repetitions. One set of 5, one set of 3. 100 kilograms. That is so heavy. And just like that, all of my clients keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, because that's the goal. With right programming, you're gonna see the results.
The key is the correct form.
Absolutely.
And good
100%.
coach. Good
Yes.
coach.
Because the good coach is going to teach you the proper form, number one. And number two is going to make sure that you're doing things correctly.
Yeah.
Because that's where the injuries, the bad injuries happen, when nobody's there to correct your form and nobody's there to teach you. Yeah. Also, a good coach is not going to like push you to lift too heavy weights too quickly. It happens gradually. organically.
In short, what is the benefit of strength training?
Strength training is going to improve your metabolism. It's going to accelerate your metabolism and your overall fitness. It's going to make you look good. It's going to make you feel great. Your skin is going to look great. It's the best thing out there for all humans out there.
Okay, lifting weight does not necessarily make you bulky, right?
Correct.
If you have any experience of what we discussed in this episode, we would love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments. Many people believe that doing endless ab exercises will burn belly fat, making big belly flat. Is it a fact or a myth?
It is a big fat myth. It is
Say
a
it
myth.
again, bro.
It is a big fat
Fat
myth
myth.
because you cannot choose where your body burns fat from.
So you exercise the
If
belly.
your body is
the
going to
ab-
burn fat, it's going to burn it
everywhere.
from the whole body. And usually the midsection is the one that burns out the last. You start burning from the limbs in towards the shoulder, from the legs in toward the
Right.
hips and glutes. And the last thing is the belly fat. Yeah.
Right.
But we should treat the midsection like any other muscle group. Yeah. If you do sets and repetitions for your chest, if you do sets and repetitions for your legs, if you do sets and repetitions for your back, you can do sets and repetitions for your abs. But doing more for the abs is not going to bring the abs faster. This
Right.
doesn't work that way.
Okay, but any specific diet? Can we go to diet to burn belly fat?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we burn belly fat then? Fast.
Fast,
there such thing?
There is no such thing. There is no such thing
such
as
thing.
a fast. Because you want to do it sustainable and you want to do it in a healthy way. Yeah. And it boils down to what we spoke earlier, a calorie deficit. You want to be in a calorie deficit for the body to burn and lose the fat. Because one of the things that we need to clarify is that burn fat is one thing, lose fat is another one. Right here, we're burning fat. Yeah. But losing fat is a long game. And if you want to burn belly fat specifically, you need to have patience because that's going to take a while. But you must be in a calorie deficit in order for you to see that. High protein, though, high protein and calorie deficit and strength training. That's going to do the trick.
Right. Okay, to lose belly
Patience.
fat.
Patience.
What is the best way to lose belly fat?
To lose belly fat, it's important to have a combination of calorie control diet,
Calorie control diet. Okay.
yeah, calorie deficit,
Calorie
strength training to
Strength
build
training.
muscle and speed up the metabolism. And it's important to add a little bit of cardio.
Right.
But it's a cardio that we can sustain. Like we were talking earlier about running.
Yeah.
If running is not sustainable for you, don't run. It's cool. You don't have to. What I strongly suggest is to walk. Why? Because walking is easier. You can walk 30 minutes to an hour every day. Try doing that running. It's impossible to maintain, especially if you are not conditioned to run. So go for a walk
Or cycle.
or cycle
Or swim.
or swim.
If you can swim.
If you know how to swim. Things that you are able to sustain and they're not gonna cause too much stress in the body. If run is too much for you, then don't run. Go for a walk. You're gonna have
Right.
almost the same benefits because you can do it for longer and you can do it more frequently. That's the reason behind walking.
So, ab exercises strengthen and tone your core muscles, but they don't necessarily burn the fat,
Yes.
the belly fat.
Perfect.
If you want to argue with Jorge Jimenez, you can type your opinion in the comments.
Don't argue, please.
Brother Jorge, we are in the last segment of this podcast. We call it rapid fire round.
Okay.
So
let's
you
do
have
it.
to answer it fast and short. Are you ready? I will
I'm
give
ready.
you
Okay.
10 statements. You answer it fast and short. Ready?
Yes.
Number 1. What is your favorite exercise?
Deadlift.
Number 2. What is your go-to post-workout meal?
Eggs, rice, and avocado.
3. What is your biggest diet challenge?
Ice cream.
Okay, me too. Number 4. Do you track your calories?
No.
Number 5. Do you lift weights regularly?
Yes. Twice a week.
Of course. 6. Is stretching a must before a workout for you?
No.
No.
No. Do not stretch before a workout.
But at the end of the
But at
workout.
the end, yes.
Number 7. Do you follow a specific diet plan?
No, I don't. I just eat a lot of protein.
Right.
I just make sure have a lot of protein every day.
Right. Number 8. Have you ever tried intermittent fasting?
Yes, I have.
Do you do it regularly?
I do not do it anymore.
Number 9. Do you have a rest day?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But you work every day.
I work every day, but I don't work out every day. And then Sunday, I do not. Sunday's my day off.
Right.
Completely off.
Number 10. Do you prefer home workouts over gym workouts?
No, I prefer gym workouts.
Right.
Yeah, I need the tools. Weights.
What a great conversation we have with Jorge Jimenez. Jorge, do you have any short take-home message for our listeners?
First off, thank you so much for having me back.
Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for all the cast. You guys are amazing. If you want to get healthier, you want to live a longer life, just get stronger today, right now. Get your sleep right, get your nutrition right, and you'll be good. Very good.
And that wraps up another great episode. Big thanks to Jorge Jimenez.
Thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
you, sir.
It's great to be here.
If you enjoyed this episode, remember to
Like,
share,
share,
and
and
subscribe.
subscribe.
I'm Dr. Tony Budi. Thank you for tuning in and see you again in the next episode of Singapura, not tempura.
Hey. That is so good. Thank you so much, everybody.